going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much.
After weeks of waiting, Newcastle's Premier League return was electric as Eddie Howe's machine made a statement from Lewis Miley's defining moment.
Hi guys, delighted to get the 3 points today, and especially on my first Premier League start at St James's. Over the moon, thank you.
To Isak's sensational goal-scoring run.
That was probably my only chance today, and happy to get the goal as well.
To Bruno Guimaraes' importance, to Yankuba Minteh outshining again, to Newcastle's thrilling pursuit of a prolific striker intensifying as they engage in talks with the players' club and agent, sparking the beginning of an exciting deal-making process. As per, let's break it all down and discuss the 5 things we learned from Newcastle United 4, Chelsea 0. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.
Let's go.
Starting off with Lewis Miley's defining moment. Newcastle United's current selection crisis was highlighted by the unusual sight of a bench consisting of 3 goalkeepers and 4 emergency call-ups from the under-21 squad. Among those emergency call-ups were Ben Parkinson, Amadou Diallo, Michael Ndewini, and Alex Murphy, with the latter 3 making their Premier League debuts off the bench. With 13 senior players unavailable, manager Eddie Howe was forced to make bold selection decisions and accelerate the introduction of 17-year-old Lewis Miley into the team. However, Miley rose to the occasion and showcased his ability. In his first top-flight start at St. James Park, he was deployed as a right-sided number 8, filling in for the injured Sean Longstaff.
It was a different role here at Bournemouth. Bournemouth obviously was new to the deep line midfield. Do you see him playing both roles going forward?
I think in the long-term future, yes. I think short-term he's better further forward. But unfortunately at Bournemouth we didn't have the ability to play him higher up. But today I think we saw a bit more freedom to attack. He made several good runs. I think he made the run which contributed to one of the goals. I'm not sure it was the second or the third. No, just generally very pleased with him, and that will do him the world of good, I think, for the future.
Miley demonstrated composure on the ball, successfully completing 21 out of 24 attempted passes in the first half. His standout moment came when he provided a sublime assist for Isak's opening goal.
That pass, as you say, I think sort of represents him, to have that composure. In that moment when you're so young and thrust into your debut at home, the temptation is to shoot. But he resisted that and had the ability to spot Alex. It was a brilliant pass and also a brilliant finish. And I thought his general performance was very good. I thought he showed the composure that we saw during pre-season, where I thought he executed a really good pre-season, played very well, and he's going to be a key player for us in the next few weeks. He's going to have to step up and do what we know he can do.
Lewis Miley in the first half against Chelsea had the joint highest match rating of any player with 7.3 rating, having an 88% pass accuracy, 26 touches, 21 out of 24 passes completed, 3 ball recoveries, 1 key pass, 1 big chance created, and 1 assist. The assist meant that Lewis Miley got an assist from the first pass he has made inside the opposition's penalty area in his Premier League career. Lewis Miley also becomes the youngest player, 17 years 208 days, to provide a Premier League assist for Newcastle, and sits 6th in the Premier League ahead of Phil Foden. The potential displayed by Miley has generated excitement among Newcastle United, and while other players have been thrust into action out of necessity, Miley has proven that he is knocking for his place in the team. Speaking after the game to the Chronicles, Bruno Guimaraes on Lewis Miley said, "Lewis is a star. He is massive. When I was 17, and sorry to use the word, but I was, Lewis is really great and a fantastic talent." The Newcastle fans also recognized his contributions and gave him a standing ovation as he left the field, further affirming their belief in his abilities.
There's huge growth in every area of his game, really, athletically, physically, technically, tactically. And we'll look to do that with Louis. We'll never stand still, and we'll look to continually help him. But what he has got already is just a brilliant brain. And I think that brain's allowed him to play so well today. We saw that during pre-season with the calmness in his performances. He really is a level-headed lad. I think that will really help him in this moment to just take today as it was. Don't get too high and, on to the next game.
Then moving on, while there are multiple factors contributing to Newcastle United's recent improvement, the return of gifted players Alexander Isak and Bruno Guimaraes has undoubtedly had a significant impact on the team's success. It should be noted that Newcastle's impressive home form, with 6 wins from 7 matches at St James's Park in the Premier League, has also played a crucial role. Since making his debut for Newcastle in February 2022, Bruno Guimaraes has missed 7 top-flight matches, and the team failed to secure victories in any of those games, including the 2-0 defeat against Bournemouth. Guimaraes brings reassurance, quality, and vision to Newcastle's midfield, providing stability and creativity in the center of the pitch, and that was on display on the night. Just look at his heat map. He was all over the pitch. Against Chelsea, Bruno Guimaraes had 94 touches, 61 out 71 accurate passes, 7 out of 10 accurate long balls, 2 blocked shots, 4 out of 4 successful dribbles, and 10 out of 13 ground duels won.
Guys, unbelievable performance for everyone today. We are so happy. I have to keep it up, and thanks for your support as always. Come on, Newcastle.
Up front, Alexander Isak has recently returned from a month-long absence due to a groin injury. However, despite only having 17 touches all game, he seamlessly resumed his goal-scoring form, finding the back of the net just 13 minutes into his comeback. Isak's ability to position himself well and convert Lewis Miley's pass resulted in his 5th goal in 5 Premier League games.
I think we really had energy today, maybe because we've had some time to rest. That could be one part, but the quality is there. I think we just need to perform it, all together, and I think we did that today.
You were clinical as well, weren't you? Obviously, you opened the scoring. When you got that pass from Lewis Miley, your eyes must have lit up, did they?
Yeah, I was very happy that he got the assist. I think he played brilliant, that was probably my only chance today, happy to get the goal as well.
And with that goal, Alexander Isak has now scored 7 Premier League goals so far this season. Only 4 players have scored more, and has also now scored as many Premier League goals as Zlatan Ibrahimovic, 17, with a goal-per-game ratio of 0.8.
Really important. We've really missed him. I think you've seen from recent games, we really miss our focal points centre forward, whether that's Callum or Alex. They're outstanding at what they do. And no one can replicate their roles in the team, really. His finish was high level, real composure, but just his presence on the pitch, I think, really helped us today.
Then, moving on, Newcastle United displayed a dominant performance against Chelsea, asserting constant pressure through their pressing and passing tactics. This approach proved effective in restricting Chelsea's ability to construct their build-up play efficiently. As a result, Newcastle managed to gain the upper hand in terms of statistical measures at St James's Park throughout the match. During both halves of the game, Newcastle United maintained their superiority. In the first half, they completely controlled the proceedings. By the end of the match, Newcastle had accumulated a higher expected goals (XG) value of 2.28 in comparison to Chelsea's 0.58. Outperforming Chelsea in terms of shots taken, registering 14 attempts on goal compared to Chelsea's 7. Furthermore, Newcastle had 5 shots on target, while Chelsea managed 4. In the possession battle, Newcastle held the advantage, maintaining 55% of the possession compared to Chelsea's 45%. Just look at the field tilt. It was Newcastle pressure after Newcastle pressure, wave after wave of Newcastle attack in the final third. Overall, Eddie Howe's Newcastle United's tactical approach, characterized by constant pressure and effective passing, enabled them to outperform Chelsea in various statistical categories, ultimately leading to a dominant display at St James's Park. Although every player played superbly, it was a 10 out of 10 performance for the Newcastle's number 10, Anthony Gordon, who had the joint highest match rating of 8.0, with an 85% pass accuracy, 42 touches, 17 out of 20 passes completed, 5 ground duels won, 4 fouls won, 1 key pass, 1 big chance created, 1 goal, and 1 assist. meaning he has now scored or assisted 8 goals in the Premier League so far this season, more than any other Newcastle player.
Important thing for Anthony is he continues to perform in the way that he has. I thought he was very good today. I thought he was a constant menace for them down that left-hand side. As I said earlier, I thought his ball for the second goal was exceptional piece of play that probably wins us the game. And his finish at the end just highlights a growing confidence in front of goal, I think. He's mentally in a really good place.
Joelinton also managed to score his first Premier League goal since scoring in a 4-1 win away to Everton on the 27th of April 2023. While although his crosses were off the mark, Kieran Trippier managed to put up a masterclass of a performance, as he was top in possession via pass and was second to Almiron in possession via carry. Against Chelsea, Trippier had a whooping 117 touches, 83% pass accuracy, 68 passes completed, 6 ground duels won, 4 crosses completed, 3 long balls completed, 3 tackles won, 2 key passes, 1 big chance created, and 1 out of 1 dribble completed. He gave a monster performance on the right-hand side. The win means that Chelsea have suffered their biggest defeat in the Premier League this season under Mauricio Pochettino, while Newcastle have gone 3 consecutive Premier League games unbeaten against Chelsea for the first time since 1995, and Eddie Howe has still never lost a Saturday 3 p.m. kickoff in the Premier League as Newcastle manager. Then, Eddie Howe also provided some injury updates on Joe Willock and Emil Kraft.
Who are missing? Joe Willock joined that queue. What's the prognosis?
Yeah, it looks like a reoccurrence of an Achilles injury that he had a few weeks ago. It's a massive blow for us. We don't know how long he's going to be out. We're going to have to seek specialist advice, but a huge blow for us.
Just quickly, Neil Kraft not involved today.
Thankfully, that was just illness, so no injury there.
Then, in other Newcastle news, Yankuba Minte, who's on loan at Feyenoord, came back from injury and picked up from where he left as he provided an assist and created the chance leading to the 4th goal after coming on in the 59th minute. He now has 5 goal or assist contributions in 10 matches. So what do you think? Should Newcastle recall him from loan in January, given their injury crisis? Talking about January, according to reports, Newcastle United is showing interest in signing 18-year-old Swedish wonderkid Roony Bardghji from FC Copenhagen. Bardghji, who recently turned 18, has already made 66 first-team appearances for Copenhagen. In the current season, he has featured in 25 matches across various competitions, scoring 11 goals. Newcastle's pursuit of Bardghji has been mentioned by Sportsmole, which suggests that the club is one of several Premier League teams considering a move for the winger in the January transfer window. Newcastle are just one of several PL clubs chasing Bardghji. It wouldn't be Newcastle's first venture into the Danish league to pluck young talent after taking Yankuba Minte from OB Odense in the summer. Chelsea and Brighton are amongst the Premier League sides, keeping tabs on Bardghji, who wears the name Roony on the back of his shirt. It should be noted that other reports downplay the claim that Newcastle is close to securing a deal with the player. Twitter account FTBL Joe posted this evening that Newcastle are close to a deal with the youngster, but reports from elsewhere would suggest that's likely wide of the mark. There's a lot of buzz around the 18-year-old online. A lot of responses to the post are ones of massive excitement and positivity, hoping that this rumor is true, and we can add our voices to that choir. Interestingly, Bardghji shares the same agency as Newcastle's under-21 coach, Ben Dawson, which may facilitate communication between the parties involved. The young Kuwait-born Swedish international's market value has been estimated at £30 million by Copenhagen, and with multiple clubs reportedly interested in him, the Danish side is likely to demand a significant fee. It remains to be seen whether Newcastle, who are reportedly operating with limited funds, will consider the investment worthwhile in the January transfer window. Then finally, according to Teamtalk, Newcastle United has initiated the process of acquiring Serhou Guirassy and has engaged in discussions with the player's agents and Stuttgart regarding the terms of a potential deal. The 27-year-old has been in sensational form for Stuttgart this season, impressively scoring 15 goals in just 9 Bundesliga appearances. He currently ranks as the league's second highest scorer, trailing only Harry Kane, who has 18 goals for Bayern Munich. Guirassy's release clause of £15 million has attracted significant interest from multiple clubs, making him an appealing option for potential suitors. Sources close to the player anticipate a domino effect of offers once the first move is made, and a club formally presents the necessary funds. It's claimed that Newcastle has expressed their intention to activate Guirassy's release clause, informing both his agents and Stuttgart of their readiness to pay the full amount and secure his services in the upcoming winter transfer window. It is believed that the Guinea international is eager to ply his trade in the Premier League and test himself at the highest level possible. Newcastle's pursuit of Guirassy is based on their confidence that he is prepared to perform in the renowned black and white stripes of the club. The forward joined Stuttgart in the summer of 2022, following a loan spell, in a deal worth £7.5 million, with a contract extending until 2026. The inclusion of a release clause was seen as a gamble at the time, but it now presents a disadvantage for Stuttgart, as £15 million for one of Europe's top goal scorers is considered a bargain. And now sources indicate that Guirassy is expected to depart the club in January, with Newcastle being the first team to make an official move for him. But tell me, would you want Newcastle to sign him?